Good morning, WAP. Good morning, everybody. WAP and WFHR. Thank you for joining us this lovely morning. In today in our series called JasSuccess, we have Rey Baguio with us, who's going to talk to us about his story of his freelancing story. So, just a very short introduction about Rey. He's been a freelancer for 7 years, and he's been focused on digital marketing. So. As a digital marketer, he's been in digital marketing for longer than I have. So I probably have a bunch to learn from this guy right here. And I'm so excited to have him with us today. Thanks, Rey, for agreeing to be interviewed.
Well, thank you so much, Jason. And it's really no BS. This is actually an honor. I've been trying to follow you online on Facebook, and I know you're busy, so I'm really glad that finally I'm able to be one of your guests here and be able to talk to or converse with the fellow members. You have 75 members strong here in
75,000.
75,000, right? 75,000 strong members, and it is growing actually. So I'm really glad. It's an honor for me to be talking to the audience here. And okay, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's great. I follow a lot of successful freelancers, and you've been doing a lot of good things in the space. So, I had to have you on the show. Good morning, everybody who's watching. Baby and Kathy, good morning. So, and we have everything seems to be working. That's good. So let's dive right in. Today we're talking about your story, Rey. So. Can you share with us, this was 7 years ago. So most of the freelancers have been around for maybe 2 years, 3 years. I was around 7 years ago, not consistently, but I was around. But you started, you're like one of the oldies, I'd say, in freelancing. We're one of the older generation in freelancing. So can you walk us through your story? How did you get started and what prompted you? What were you doing before freelancing, and what prompted you to become a freelancer?
Okay, well, it's going to be a long story. As you said, I've been in the industry for quite a while now. And it will actually eventually show how old I am, so I'm not going to blurt it out. Just figure it out, you guys. I started freelancing in 2011. And years before that, I started working as a professor. I was teaching philosophy, logic, and even Rizal back in Cebu. And then I've been in the HR industry for 5 years, almost 4 years, with Rustan Supermarket, and then moved here in Manila, working for BPOs for almost 6 years, different BPOs. You know how it goes with BPO industries. You go around, go places. So after that, I decided I didn't really aim for, when I was in the BPO industry, I didn't really aim for being, to climbing up the ladder and being a supervisor or manager or OM. Although I've had some opportunities, but I really didn't want it. I mean, I didn't want it's a challenge when you're in the BPO industry, but I really don't see myself last there for more than 20 years or 10 years or so. Yeah. And I would want to really have my own business and start be my own boss. So I just quit. I didn't talk to when I resigned, I actually just told my girlfriend that, you know what, I resigned just today, and she didn't have any idea. And we were just living from paycheck to paycheck. So I can just imagine how furious she was back then. And she actually gave me an ultimatum that if you're not going to be able to earn as much as you earned before when you were in the call center industry, within 3 months, I give you 3 months, you need to earn. Back then, I was earning 20,000 when I resigned. So if you're not going to earn that much or more or double it within 3 months, because that freelancing thing that you want to start, with which you don't have any idea on how, You need to go back to the call center industry, go back and apply. Then I said, okay, yes, sure. Now, long story short, since I'm still here, so I was able to not just meet the 20,000 monthly within 3 months when I started in 2011. I was able to double it. So she was actually impressed. Whoa, yeah, She was actually impressed, and she even asked, "Is there a chance for me to do some gigs there too, so I can earn extra?" She's a lawyer, by the way, but I don't think she has really an interest in doing freelancing at the moment, even until now. So that was in 2011, and I started doing I was writing articles back then for, imagine this, 500-word article for just 50 cents. And that was 2011. And that was really hard. I mean, really hard. For 3 months, I've been doing that. And it paid off after writing a lot of content for articles for just 50 cents per article. I was promoted to senior writer for the Asian for the team in Asia for this client of mine, for the first client of mine. But eventually, or unfortunately, that client died after that year. After a year, that client died, so I lost my job or that work. But I was able to learn more about content marketing, social media, and I got hooked in these disciplines or these areas. So I started to learn more about them. Attend seminars, no webinars, and read more about these stuff, and applied them, and applied that. Back then it was Odesk. I sent a lot of applications, and I only got two clients from Odesk back then, and it was exciting. And until now, well, I'm not active in Upwork recently, or for the past 3 years. I started getting direct clients now. So
Nice.
I think that sums it up.
Oh, that's a good summary. That's a very interesting story you have there, especially for your first client who died. I've never heard that before. I've never experienced that. So
Yeah, he died.
wow. Okay. That's something that's a first for me to hear about that. So when you started, you were writing 50-cent 500-word articles, and I've heard of that before. I know a couple of people who did that, and back around 2010, 2011, that was very common. 1,000-word articles for $1, and then usually you'd go through an agency to buy. You wouldn't be direct with client a lot of the times, But for you to hit 40,000, I just did some math here. For you to hit 40,000 pesos, which was double your salary, you had to write 1,600 articles in a month. That's a lot of articles. So you must have been writing what 20, well, how much is this per day? This is more than 30 articles a day. This is like 40, 50 articles a day.
Well, not really that much. Although that's my full-time gig or work back then. I started with that client, but I read about Fiverr, and I got some short-time gigs like you just need to share this post in social media, let's say for within 5 days, and then you'll be paid for that amount only, or for that specific task alone. And then I was able to get another part-time work on the side for an SEO company in the US. Believe it was KEO Marketing. I'm not sure if they still exist. I think so. Last time I checked, they're still alive and kicking. They actually hired me part-time to do part-time work as I know I do syndication or syndicating their presentation for their clients. I send it to Reddit, to Stumble Upon, and then video syndication. I do those stuff or those things, those tasks, and that's where I started learning or hearing about social media. Why should I be sharing all these links? What does it affect, or how would it impact the client? What value it would bring for the client of KEO marketing, then they were able to give me some hints or some idea how. So I get to understand how SEO works. So I tried to learn it for I think a year, but then it's too technical for me. And I being a talker, being in the seminary for for 8 years, I don't see myself as someone being techy, being technical about stuff. So that's not my forte. So it's really messing up my brain. So it would take me a lot of time to master or to at least learn SEO. So I stopped learning more about SEO, at least the technical stuff. But other than that, I also did some. Since I draw, I'm into arts. I also do like image quotes for clients coming from Fiverr, and it actually, if you total it every month, my goal is to reach at least 30 to 40,000 per month. And once I'm able to hit that, then I can slack off. So you can just imagine for the first 3 months or 6 months, I only sleep when my girlfriend sleeps, but for I think 3 hours in a day.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 hours in a day, I would sleep. I was really excited. I mean, seeing all the opportunities back then, I was really worried. And I was really proud of myself that I was able to hit the 20 to 40,000 peso mark for the monthly salary. So I was really excited and to grab every opportunity. And especially my internet wasn't that good back then. It was crappy. Yeah. So I had to spend more hours. So even if when my girlfriend is sleeping and snoring, oh, don't tell her that I shared that she snores. When she's snoring, I would do I would do the task wherein I'm not allowed to, or I'm not required to be on the phone talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that aspect too. I also did a few calls or tasks where I am asked to do to be on call with this team. They're into medical products, and they just want me to be to attend the meeting every now and then, so I can determine what content I need to write or I need to create, or what I can suggest in order to promote what they have. That actually started my idea of, you know what, these guys are actually relying on me in terms of spreading, promoting, or creating content. Why not? I also build my own brand, having that type of service. So I do consulting, digital marketing, or social media or strategies. I do that. So that's how I was able to reach the 40,000 monthly salary mark
with
back
3
in
hours
2011.
per day. And but now you're earning probably a lot more than 20,000, and you're getting more sleep as well, right? Hopefully.
Oh no, actually, it's the contrary. I'm actually going a different route. I stopped, or I abandoned, or I only maintained two clients right now, two direct clients, and they've been with me for 4 years now. I'm keeping just two clients now. I let go of, I think, 3 clients, previous clients. I let go of them, not because I don't like them anymore. It's just that I feel that what I've learned working with clients or brands abroad or in the US, UK, I think I should. This is my time to give back or share what I know, and not just grow myself, but also help or look for opportunities to encourage everyone that freelancing is actually a good career path to go. That there's a lot of work out there. Although a lot of people are asking how it's really hard to get first client, second client, or more clients. Yes, it would be, but I believe it would just need you would just need to have the right mentality, the right approach, and don't just follow what others are saying. I'm not saying that you don't listen to them. Actually, go ahead and listen to them. Watch webinars, attend webinars, seminars, but make your own strategy. Because once you follow others' strategies or way of doing things without even thinking if this is something that will work for you, it will make your life or looking for clients more difficult because you don't know how to approach them. I mean, if let's say Jason has been very successful in freelancing, if I stalk Jason, which I've been doing for for more than a year now, if I keep on stalking Jason and just try to follow what he says every time, then if I don't have that much time, if my priorities don't align, and I don't have the skills that Jason actually possess, then I will find what Jason is doing very, very difficult. And it will backfire. And instead of me getting a lot of clients, I will have a lot of clients complaining that, you know what, you don't deliver, you suck at this skill or the service, you don't actually know what you're doing. It's because it's not my own skill that I'm presenting or I'm offering or I'm giving them. So the value that I'm supposed to give them, which Jason is actually giving his clients or his community, is not being parang hindi ko siya naibibigay ng maayos kasi hindi ko siya forte. Hindi ako magaling dun.
And I totally agree with what you're saying. Yeah, and I teach people the same thing. Like, they can follow a lot of gurus, but like, I haven't actually taught anybody my system the way I deal with clients and the way I get clients, because it's a very different way. As like, a lot of my clients are consulting clients, and I can't teach that to newbies because it's a totally different way. So I totally agree with what you're saying. If people try to copy what I do, or what other people do, like Liberty or John or Marv's or Ray does, everyone has their own style. Everyone has their own situation. And well, not to like to drop this in, but like with the VA bootcamp, that's why I teach the basics. I don't the stuff I teach in my VA bootcamp to those who sign up as newbies, I don't do those anymore because I do something totally different. So I totally agree with what you say regarding following what these other people are doing. But about what you were doing before, let's talk a little bit about that again. So you did, before you went into digital marketing, you were doing like general stuff, right? You were writing was kind of like your admin stuff. And then you said you tried SEO, but it was very technical, and a lot of people complained to me. Actually, they enroll in the SEO course and say this is too technical, and it's SEO. That's how it is. So you tried the SEO, you found it was too technical. Before you found your niche, of which is digital marketing, social media, distribution on different channels, and so on. So first of all, my first question for you is, how long did it take you to find your niche, or how did you find that this was, digital marketing is the right thing for you?
It took me 3 years, to really focus on digital marketing, just digital marketing alone. Although a lot of people have, especially my mentors or my previous clients, they're actually encourage me to just focus on one or two areas in digital marketing and just focus on that. Just like what John Pagulayan is doing, the legend is doing. He place all his efforts and energy in being the best at what he's doing, which is email copywriting, and it works well for him. So I thought of it before within that 3-year period. I thought of it, and then I realized it actually doesn't make me happy, or I think I'm one of those who's who's into being multi passionate about.
Uh-huh.
I have multi passion or multi passionate about something, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I figured out that in digital marketing, I will learn or at least be familiar how it works. But actually, I am crazy about content marketing, influencer marketing, and social media. And then I realized after figuring this out, I realized that what I really want, or if if I have a mantra or I have a word to live by, or to surround, if I can have one word that will say determine what I've been doing for the past 6 years doing
Mhm.
digital marketing, it's more on it's engagement. Sorry, it's engagement. I
Engagement. Yeah.
Yeah, engagement. I really feel that I need to grow engagement or encourage engagement, not just for your clients but for your brand. And engagement can actually achieve your clients or your own goals, if
Mm.
you want to go into digital marketing, because engagement can actually spell conversion.
So,
So,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like, how did you find out? Because you were doing a bunch of different things. How did you
mm,
find out that this was the right thing for you? Because you could have done that with writing, you could have done
mm,
that
mm,
with like admin work. So, how did you know that ito na talaga, I should really focus on digital marketing?
um, based on the comments and the feedback that I got from clients and the people I talked to, and I did some talks, a few talks past few years, and every time I end my talk, I just stay, say, for an hour in
Mhm.
that event, and then figure out if I can just have one or two person approach me and tell me something that they learned something, or they would even ask something about what I talked about. It actually gives me or gave me like an idea that, you know what I what I've been sharing and what I'm happy about
Mhm.
in sharing is actually doing a lot of um, impact for the people I share it with. And isang parang basis ko na ito yung gusto ko is when I do it, I can spend hours doing it and not feeling tired. Like I mentioned kanina, SEO, paggawan mo ko ng task, bigyan mo ko ng task sa SEO, 30 minutes, and it would feel like I've already spent 3 hours or 5
Wow.
hours doing that task. Kasi mahirap. So, it's actually more on passion talaga eh. Yung parang if you're passionate about something, you don't feel like it's work. You feel like it's, actually magreklamo na yung girlfriend ko, ano ba, hindi ka pa matutulog? Ang tagal-tagal na yan ng ginagawa mo kasi masaya siya sa akin eh. And it gives me, instead of draining my energy, it actually gives me more energy. So parang
Mhm.
magugustuhan ko pa the moment that I see that people are actually engaged, or the things I do are actually getting a lot of results or good results, mas na-inspire ka pa eh. Pero if you're doing something, well, nag-corporate din ako, you do a lot of HR work, manual, or mga paperworks, ang dami mo nagawa. Pero once you submit it, tapos pag umupo ka balik sa chair mo, you feel tired eh. Parang, ang dami kong ginawa pero nade-drain ako. Ganon yung usual na
Yeah.
nangyayari, di ba? Oh, pero na-sense ko na when I do content marketing or I talk to people, influencer marketing, I talk to people, collaborate with them, look for opportunities where we can work together and manage Facebook groups. Doing these tasks, even if it would eat up most of my day, they actually give me some inspiration. It motivates me.
Mhm.
They,
So, so
these
it's so it's really like a mix of two things, I guess. One was the feedback you got from like clients and other people that you were doing good work. And second is your passion. I guess that's very important, because a lot of freelancers have the problem where they don't really know where they fit. They don't really know what their niche is. Like, you started with general stuff. I started with general stuff before I focused on SEO, so I did focus on the technical stuff. But it takes, when you start doing the work, and I agree, when you start doing the work, it's exciting. You can spend hours and hours, right? You can spend the whole day, and you're not tired button. So I totally understand that feeling. And that's something I suggest to a lot of freelancers out there. If you're still not sure what you should focus on, you can try a couple of things. And if there's that one thing that you can get passionate about, you can just keep doing for 5 hours nonstop, then you can definitely go for that. And Ray, you have different certifications right now, diba? Like with digital marketing, you have the HubSpot certifications and parang other certifications, right? You took those exams?
Yeah, I took some, but after a few years, actually not stop. I mean, I didn't take a lot na after year ago or few years ago. Not because I'm not interested. It's because I tried to practice them na, and then learn from, not just from these certifications or from these sources, but I go straight directly to, let's say, the person who's doing that. Let's say Jason, meron kang courses na VA bootcamp. Other than enrolling or being part of that bootcamp, I am more interested in learning more about the person doing it, like Jason. Anong pinanggagalingan ng ginawa niyang course? Anong gusto niyang mangyari from out of this course? Because I'm not saying that you don't attend these seminars, because they can really give you a lot of things to learn. But sometimes, or most of the time, mag-google mo na kasi siya eh. But if you get to talk to the person, let's say what I'm doing right now with Jason, I talk to Jason or to the legend, to John Pagulayan, to Marvin. If I go straight to them, I can understand. It gives me a good understanding of why their courses, their boot camps are actually valuable, and what people need to go and attend. Kasi may iba na nag-host ng mga events, mga seminars, courses na napuntahan ko, pero just because maganda yung name, yung title ng course or ng event, pagpunta ka doon, wait, parang basic lang sinabi niya, and mag-google mo naman talaga. So, and I spent money. So, ko, I need to be parang vigilant or to be critical in terms of, or you need to understand kung saan panggagalingan, kung meron ba talagang matutunguhan. So, I stopped. Nag-HubSpot nga ako, certification, and other webinars, pero I want to go directly to the source na. So, yun, ini-engage ko na yung source. Ayun.
Learning from the source, and that's a good strategy as well. Learning from the source, aside from there are blog posts, there are YouTube videos, there are lots of that, but learning from the person directly does definitely help. And back then we didn't have these people to learn from, but nowadays there are lots. Of course, there's myself, like you said, there's John, Marvin, even Liberty as well. A lot of people to learn from nowadays. So Ray, I want to transition a little bit and ask you about your own brand. But you've been getting direct clients. You've been focusing on your brand, like outside of Upwork. So can you walk us through the process of how you transitioned into getting direct clients and how you built your own personal brand and how that's helped in you getting clients?
Okay, let me think where. Let me try to figure out where to start. Actually, after 3 years of doing admin tasks, social media management tasks or marketing tasks, and creating image posts from Fiverr clients. I realized that I need to have Jason. Are you still there, Jason?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry.
Okay, thought I lost you. Okay, so I realized that with what I've been doing, like what I mentioned a while ago, it seems like engagement is something that I'm fond of, and something that I would want to focus on. It's like a core principle that actually helps me do the things or do the task that's in front of me. Let's say if I am a social media manager, when I'm asked about the ROI, it should revolve around engagement. Now, to going back to your question, how I was able to determine my brand and how I'm able to grow it, I realized that I need to go to the source, and it seems like I am more into collaborating with other brands and helping them in in um, in using digital marketing, simplifying digital marketing for them, because it's too complicated now. And I believe that in order to make digital marketing effective for the small business owners, especially the local business owners here in the Philippines, they need to at least understand how it works. And if you give them, based on my experience after pitching to them, if you give them like complicated explanation or presentation how you'll be able to bring value to them, and they're all jargons to them, kahit na you're using simple words, but the idea or the goal, the tactics, if they're all complicated, kung small business owner ka, yeah, there's a tendency that, oh, it's so parang grand yung ginagamit mong idea, maganda yung goal, pero hindi mo, kahit na hindi ko naintindihan masyado yung gusto mong gawin or balak mong gawin, mga strategies mo, pero yun yung goal mo, sige, let's go ahead. And then they'll put up their money, they pay you. And then just because hindi sila naintindihan yung strategy mismo na hindi malinaw sa kanila, there are times wherein they don't see digital marketing as effective. So my brand is I want to make sure na mga nakakausap kong direct clients, local clients, would understand that they don't have to complicate digital marketing. Pwedeng simple lang, like explaining to them why posting one image on Instagram per day using certain hashtags actually would work well for them. Hashtags, medyo, lalo na yung mga small business owners na medyo oldies na, they're not really familiar with that. So you need to explain it to them in certain ways na they would understand. And yun yung gusto kong, yun yung brand ko, yun yung gusto kong i-establish. I will not require, my rates are actually affordable for the small business owners. Not because my services are cheap. It's because the more they understand kasi, may thinking ko, the more they understand digital marketing and see the value of digital marketing, the more the demand of digital marketing or digital marketers in the country will actually grow kasi they believe in digital marketing na eh. So it will not only give me more potential clients again kasi they will refer me to their other kumare or kumpare na nag-run in a business. They will not only refer me, but if they say na, you know what, digital marketing really works, and there are a lot of digital marketers out there, those digital marketers, other digital marketers can actually have more opportunities pag yung market nila is actually aware how valuable it is, di ba? So, tataas yung competition, tataas yung value, tataas yung competition, yung rates ng mga tao na gumagawa na nasa industry mo would need to level up their skills in order to
Because of demand.
compete. Oh, because of the demand. So yung iisip ko, okay, my rates will not make me rich, but it will actually encourage more. Parang long game yung ginagawa ko. So my brand is not into earning a lot, but making sure that small business owners do digital marketing in the simplest way, simplest method they can understand and they can see value from.
So
good.
So parang your value is breaking it down into the simple stuff so that clients can understand it and still be effective. So but if I were to ask about like your own sales and marketing processes, how do you, like before, diba, you've been getting direct clients for the past how many years now?
5 years.
5 years, yeah. So you've been focusing more on direct clients. And are these more international clients? You have international direct clients, right then?
Back then, yes, I do.
Yeah.
And
So
most of them they're not from Odesk. Actually, they're referrals.
oh, referrals. So most of them were referrals of clients you had an Odesk and you did a good job with, parang ganun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they ended most of them actually ended my contract with Odesk, and then they would. I did not encourage them to do that though. Just a disclaimer. But every time I do that, they would say, "You know what? My business is not doing good. Let's just end the contract." It actually happened to me twice, and let's just end the contract. Then I didn't hear from that client again for, let's say, a month. So I was sad because that's another client lost. But then after them a month, he reached me through Skype and then asked, "Are you still doing this stuff? Can you also do this? You know what? Me and my wife is actually doing this website and and we will want you to, if you're interested, I can double your what I paid you before if you can do this." So just do good and don't be, don't burn bridges. As long as they don't hurt you or threaten you and your family, then don't burn bridges, because eventually even the previous clients who, of course, I'm not really the best in the industry. I had clients who were not satisfied with my services, probably because of a lot of factors, misunderstanding or miscommunication or I'm not making excuses, but even those clients wherein you ended up they're not impressed with your performance, don't burn bridges with them. Try to be nice to them, because it worked for me a lot of times. And even if they don't like you or they will not be your next client, but a lot of times, actually 4 clients of mine who were not satisfied with what I did contacted me after a few months and then told me, "You know what? I understand you're still doing let's say social media management, right, or marketing. Are you still do you already have a team now? Because previously when I had you were on your own and it didn't really work out. But right now, do you have a team?" Then I said, "Actually, you know what? Since I learned my lesson back then, and you gave me a lot of good feedback, I actually do have a team right now who's capable of doing more stuff." Oh, well, that's good. You know what? Because I have these guys, my friends, they're actually building a business, and they're looking for someone to talk to about it and perhaps hire or get their services. So I didn't get that client's trust in terms of me handling their brand, their business, but they actually referred me to their friends. And unless they're not their friends, actually, if that client really wanted that friend to fail, then that probably the reason why he referred me to them. But anyways, then you just need to do good with the next client. Do good with the next client. Make sure that you end the contract or your agreement with them in a nice way, in a civil way. Don't burn bridges, and you can never really tell. They'll bring in more clients for you eventually.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. Like what you said, even if you don't, you're not the best at your work, keeping that relationship, and being, having the right attitude when you're working is very important. I've heard a lot of clients say that they'd prefer to hire somebody, they prefer to hire a person with the right attitude than somebody who has the right skill but the wrong attitude. Because you can always, you can teach skills can be learned, but when it comes to attitude, when it comes to professionalism and behavior, it doesn't, hindi magbabago yun, di ba? It stays with a person. So if you're somebody who has the right attitude and right skills, even if you're not the best, like Ray, he got, some of his work wasn't always the best, but clients still went to him because they trusted him. Maybe not for his specific work, but they trusted him as a person. And that's very important to build with clients, that trust in who you are and, your values, the way you deal with clients. So congratulations, Ray, that you were able to do that.
It wasn't easy.
I'll take a quick break here and just greet the people. We've had a couple of people greeting us. Good morning, Joanna, Zenia, Bill, Ash, Anna, G. Oh, Joanna said freelancing morning. Good morning. Fritzy, good morning from Bohol, Cebu. We're both Cebuanos, so you can speak Bisaya. Richelle, good morning. Avel, hopefully you're learning more about freelancing. Catherine, good morning. And good morning, Sharina, Kent, Ria, Ivy, and Catherine again. There you go. And Catherine definitely agrees with what we're saying right now. So Ray, you've built most of your direct clients. So you got some work on Odesk, maybe some Fiverr stuff, but you built most of your client base, if I understand you correctly, from referrals, right?
Referrals and just daily hustle. I mean, just go out there, do something.
So how can you talk? Did you email clients directly? What's the daily hustle part?
Well, when I started, let's say 3 or 4 years ago, that was part of my daily routine. This was 3 years ago. I would email clients, at least 50 clients a day, or leads or prospects, and then I'm not proud of this. That was 4 years ago. I even thought of, or actually did. I bought, those email addresses where they can list where they can you can buy them and then just blast your emails away. Actually, didn't do good for me. A lot of people I've been getting response from or replies. They're actually more bad than good. Actually, didn't get anything good out of it because people will say, "You're a spammer. You know what? You're a bad person because you're disturbing or interrupting me or something. You're flooding my inbox or something." So it didn't really do good. So I just aim for at least 50 per day. Send my services or what I offer. Back then, I didn't realize that I need to personalize it, or I didn't know how to go about it. Just blast them away, and then I also go to Twitter. Everyone, I follow everyone that I feel that whom I think would be a good client for me. So I would follow them, and then instead of starting a conversation with them first, I just post my resume or send them my pitch, and it didn't work. So what I do, that was 3 or 4 years ago. So what I do now is every time I attend events, I look for, let's say, event ni Marv. I haven't been to Marv's event. It's actually I need to go to Marv's event soon. But let's say Manila workshops. I've been working with Manila workshops before, and I attended some of their events on digital marketing, social media. Every time I attend events, ginugol ko siya para naman hindi sayang yung pagpunta ko doon, to at least be able to talk to five business owners, local business owners, lalo na yung mga nasa booths, hindi yung nag-attend mismo, yung nasa booth, Kasi if you go to the events and they actually paid for that booth slot, they are open to promoting. Since I'm into digital marketing, promoting, helping local brands. These are actually local brands who are interested in promoting or keen in venturing into different ways to promote their brands or their items or their products, and even attend seminars or webinars or events that are sometimes not even related to the industry, but they just want to have that parang opportunity to spread the word about their product or their brand. So yun ang pinupuntahan ko. Minsan bumibili ako, minsan hindi. Mahal yung mga binibenta nila. So I go to them and then ask them, can I ask for your card? Actually, I would want to know, instead of pitching services agad, I would like to learn more about them first. Kasi ang na-figure out ko, if you genuinely ask them first to talk to you or encourage them to share what they have bago ikaw mag-share sa'yo, they're actually be more keen on, sila pang kay Gary Vaynerchuk to na strategy na parang jab ka muna, tanungin mo sila, what, ang ganda ng product na to, paano mo ginawa to or something. Sila mag-share ng story nila, ganon. Tapos mabobore na sila parang, wait, ako na lang, mahihiya na sila sa'yo or sa akin kasi ito yung ginagawa ko. Ako na nagkwento ng kwento, taga-Bulacan ako, alam ko na kung ilan yung mga anak nila. To that point, tapos sabihin na, ay, ikaw pala, ano palang ginagawa mo? Nagbibenta ka rin ba? That's where I come in. So at least, open sila sa, diba, sa services ko. They're welcoming me na. And at least, since it would take time naman kung mag-attend ka ng event, 5, masaya na ako dyan. Kung makakausap ako ng 5 business owners na sa booth, na 5 in an event, masaya na ako doon. Tapos balikan mo na lang sila after. Para gano'n.
Oh, that's a good strategy actually, and it's about building relationships because nobody likes being sold, diba? Nobody.
Yes.
You don't want somebody to come up to you and say, "Oy, do you want to buy a new cell phone?" Or
Yes.
when I walk in SM and then the Oppo, the Oppo salespeople,
Yes.
grabe yung Oppo, they just walk up to you and say, "Buy the Oppo F1." They always do that. Oh, kulit sila.
Especially yung sa SM, yung mga magbibigay ng may credit card ka na, sir. Ito, may payong ako. Wait, may payong din naman ako. Tsaka, may credit card ako. So, it doesn't really work that well.
Compared to like what you're doing, which is building a relationship first. And parang you show interest in the people, you show interest in the brands. And then when you show interest, when you show other people that you care about them, then they're going to end up caring about you. That's parang a very old principle.
That's
and it still works today, and that's exactly what you're doing. And I've done that as well with my clients. Na I always want to learn more about their business because ganun naman din, the more you know about their business, the more that you can help your clients succeed naman, because you can look for opportunities where you can help them. So I totally agree with that strategy. It's very personal, and on the other hand, you don't feel parang slimy because you're pushing.
Parang parang pagka-uwi mo, parang yuck. Parang ang garapal ko in terms of, pinupush ko talaga, parang sales pitching ko masyado instead of, magte-text sila sa'yo. Tsaka, ang nai-friend, Jason, isa sa mga advantages or perks na makukuha mo if you approach these people or yung mga gusto mong mga brands or clients, magiging clients mo, and understand them, learn from them first, know them first before offering your services, is it will actually, na-prove ko siya sa mga previous clients ko, it will actually save you from getting clients you don't like. Kasi just because you have, let's say, 20 clients, sige, pupunta sa'yo, tapos you do the same quality work, pero since ito, sobrang meticuloso, ito medyo kuripot, if you don't know these things pa, mga factors na to, beforehand, you will regret it. Parang magagalit ka doing task for this client because he or she is not a good client kasi masyadong mareklamo, demanding masyado, put naman, or walang respect sa time mo kahit na ang agreement nyo is ganito. So, if you get to know kasi them first, let's say si Jason, kakausapin, mag-share siya, ito yung gusto ko mangyari sa business ko, pero ayaw ko mag-spend ng ganitong amount of time, tapos wala akong ganitong budget, may idea ka na, okay lang naman sa akin kung konting budget. Di ba? Parang gano'n, kunwari lang, pag nakita mo na, maganda yung product mo, sige, since hindi ko gustong client ka, I don't see you as my client soon, then I will just keep your information. Siguro, gano'n, don't burn bridges, di ba? So, it's good to grow your network, pero nalalaman mo na, hindi kita sisenden ng proposal kasi ayaw kita na client. Parang gano'n. So, ma-filter out mo na. Sendan mo lang yung mga gusto mong clients.
And that brings up another good point. Now, when you're freelancing, you have control, like unlike sa corporate, diba? Parang when you have a bad boss, wala kang choice. Pero sa freelancing, you have that freedom. And it's not just about making money, but it's about enjoying what you're doing. You have that control and you can say, I don't want to do this work. I want to work for this client. And that's exactly what you're doing. Just choosing, even if you're not, you earn enough, you have some luxury, you can go on vacations, you're not rich, but if you're enjoying what you're doing, you're having fun, then that's really, you've achieved what so many other people haven't achieved. And you're really parang free in terms of freelancing. So very good examples, very good advice right there. Just saying good morning to the other people here. We have, let's see, we have, Chris, good morning, Mac, and Bernadette, hello as well. Thank you guys for joining us. And guys, feel free to ask your questions to Ray and me. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and we'll get them answered. So I think it's a good time for us to go over some of the questions we have. And we had a question from WAP, from Marian Katbagan. He said, where and what is the best way to start learning digital marketing? Like what specific topic in order to avoid being overwhelmed? So Ray, can you help out with that?
Well, I've been asked a lot of the same question then. Pero ang una kong, what I would first ask them is, why would you want to learn a lot about digital marketing? Do you have like an aspect or an area on digital marketing that you are really more interested in? Let's say, for example, you're not a techie type. Let's say you're a mom. I'm not judging moms, okay? Because I know a lot of moms who are really techie. Say you're work at home mom and you're a single mom raising your kid. Tapos you don't have that much time, pero yung skill mo is actually more into talking to people, and you seem to be good in influencing others, in buying the clothes that you wear, that you bought, or doing the stuff that you do. You suggest, let's say, DIY tips or something. Before you actually go into learning a lot sa digital marketing and scouring the internet for or the events, going to events, you need to actually determine first, para hindi masayang yung oras mo, if there's something that you would want to do na related sa digital marketing. I suggest, what I did is, or what I always suggest to these people is, go to Google mo lang, areas or disciplines or areas in digital marketing. Tapos mapakita doon, SEO, PPC, social media, blogging. And then, once you determine, ano tong PPC? Yan pa lang, ano na yan? Parang, note na yan, you haven't heard of this, so this might be technical. If you want to learn more about it, tapos check mo lang yung definition. And then, if, parang technical to masyado, hindi ako to, then don't learn it first. Right away, di ba? Social media, marami naman social media, hindi naman ako paraging nag-online, hindi naman ako medyo active. So ano sa akin? Pero magaling kang gumawa ng copyright, ng email. Makita mo doon, email copywriting. This might be something that I'll be good at. Kasi sa work ko nga dati, ako nagko-course for my boss or sa mga clients ng company ko dati. So, go straight to that. And then, use that keyword, copywriting, email copywriting. Isa yan sa magiging priority na gusto mong matutunan. Kung gusto mo ng event, punta ka sa Facebook, sa Facebook, search mo doon, email copywriting. It will show events, mga pinag-usapang content, pinang articles about it. Then, you can start learning. And then if you want to learn more, that's the only time I would suggest. Ito, depende naman sa'yo. If you have the funds naman, if you have the time, you have the money, then go ahead. Enroll ka sa mga webinars, bootcamps, and attend seminars right away. Mm-hmm. Pero kung wala pa, learn more about it first. Tapos makikita mo, email copywriting is actually my thing. Sa example ko lang. Tapos makikita mo na si John Pagulayan, siya pala yung magaling dito. Follow that person. Tapos tingnan mo kung what he's doing. Gusto mo ba na ganito yung magiging gagawin mo rin sa day-to-day mo? Before going into learning more about something. Kasi nakaka-overwhelm siya, pre. Parang hindi siya ganun kadali. Ako, I immersed myself, parang nilunod ko na kaagad na, social media. Learn ako ng social media. Attend ako ng mga webinars ng mga sina Kim Gar, sina Amy Porterfield. Yung mga talaga, yung mga magbigatin talaga. Tapos social media marketing, gusto ko pang umatin doon. Tapos nag-attend talaga ako. Tapos nag-try pa ako ng SEO, tingnan mo. Na-realize ko, I just leave it to the experts. If there's a client that would need SEO, then actually I can help that yung mga magagaling sa SEO by tapping them and introducing clients, di ba? You're not just doing everything naman for yourself eh. Pwede namang itap mo yung ibang mga freelancers, ang dami dyan naghanap ng work and more capable than you are. So pumili lang ako, content marketing. Actually, gusto kong content marketing. The reason why I like content marketing and to learn more about it is because halos lahat pasok siya. Kung if you want to promote, if you want to advertise, you need to have a good copy. You need to have a good content. And figuring out what content would work is actually something that interests me. Parang, ano kaya? Mag-work kaya itong viral video for it? Or yung mga ganun. So, to go back to the question, sorry, umaba. To go back to the question, know first what you are really interested in, what topics you're interested in. Go to Google, search for possible content and possible learning opportunities or pages. Then go to Facebook and go to Twitter. Use the hashtag. Yung keyword na sinasabi ko, use that as a hashtag din. And then, that will actually save you time and energy to figure out kung saan pwedeng pumunta para to learn more about it. Kasi if ako, kunwari si Jason na lang, he has a VA bootcamp. I'm pretty sure pinopromote ni Jason. And pinopromote niya to online. I'm pretty sure nagagamit siya ng mga keywords, mga hashtags, hashtag VA bootcamp. If you're going to use VA hashtag, it will show the relevant hashtags na eh. So it will filter things out for you. It will help you out. Use them wisely. Don't be overwhelmed kaagad. Parang be specific. Yeah. Be intentional with what you do. Oh.
So like what you said, I guess some in line with what you said, parang you can see all these different fields in digital marketing, and you said parang just take a taste test, tikim lang in the different ones before you dive deep, before you enroll in courses, attend seminars, and really dive into it. Check muna if it's something that you like. Like if you're getting ice cream, diba? And then you can in other ice cream parang shops, you can tikim lang, different flavors, pistachio, strawberry, mango, ganun. Before you wala pang lunchtime. Before you buy and choose which ice cream flavor you really want to purchase. So I guess that's a good enough. That's good advice that you gave there. So she has a follow-up question as well. Maria has a follow-up question. How do you start? So let's say you're starting to learn. Now, how do you start applying what you learn? Kasi di ba po, pag nalaman mo na, kailangan mo mag-practice to say you know it well. Like in her case, she plans, to sell something just to test what she learned, but to get that hands-on experience. So how would you advise a newbie, parang let's say they found out they wanted to focus on, I don't know, Twitter marketing or Facebook marketing, and then they enrolled in a course, ayun na, pero how do they get that hands-on experience?
Actually, once may idea ka na of, let's say, you learned something from Jason, from the VA bootcamp, or you learned something from Nick's Iniego, and feeling mo, oh, this is interesting, and yung results, it's always advisable, recommended, that you test it out in different formats. Let's say, Facebook na lang. If you have like an idea, if you're selling something, di ba? Sabi mo, you want to sell something. Instead of advertising it right away, create like an A/B testing for Facebook ads. I'm pretty sure Jason already knows about this, I've heard about this and read and know something about it. You go, this dark post feature of Facebook is actually powerful. You can create what it can do for you is you can create different copies, different versions of your, say, if you're selling something, let's say I'm selling this mug, and then I have different captions like, buy this one now and you'll get one mouse for free. Gagawa ko ng dark post niyan, then I'll advertise that, we'll promote it. It will be promoted to the users of Facebook. Makikita siya, pero it will not flood or spam or overwhelm your Facebook profile. Hindi siya mag-show sa, kunwari may Facebook page ka, hindi siya mag-show sa Facebook page mo, sa profile mo. It will just be there. Hindi malilink sa'yo. A/B testing ka na kagad. Tapos, pag nakita mo, yun, sabi mo, una mong content is, buy this one now, you'll get one mouse for free. Tapos, gumawa ka rin. If you buy 2 of this, I'll give you 5 more. So parang ganon. Mag-work ba? So, example lang yun. Example lang, siyempre, lugi ka nun eh. Tingnan mo, there's a bigger chance though na siyempre, may bibili siyang dalawa, pero para they get 5 more. Madadetermine kung anong copy yung mag-work. So, pag nakita mo na, ay, hindi nag-work tong may mouse na free kasi hindi na kailangan. So, pwede mo na siyang gamitin, ulit-ulitin yung same format na ginawa mo. Na pwedeng mag-show up na sa page mo, kung gusto mo na siya mag-show up. Yun yung ginagawa ng mga marketers na if you're trying to be smart about it, do dark post first.
Mm-hmm.
It's a must na magda-dark post ka.
That's something I teach in social media course. And Marian's just asking, so I really have to do actual A/B marketing? Well, just to answer your question, it's really better if you do have that hands-on experience, like Rey was saying, rather than parang theory lang. It's a whole different. Parang you learn so much when you apply it hands-on. Like you learn something in theory. Then when you're applying it hands-on, you learn so much more. Just like if you're trying to learn swimming, diba? You can say, oh, this is how you do breaststroke, ganun, how you do freestyle. Pero when you're in the pool, that's when you have to really, it's a different thing. You apply the theory, but it's a whole different thing. So, totally agree with what you said. That you have to get that hands-on experience. And if you're doing something like Facebook makes it very, very, very easy to do A/B testing right now with different images, with different ad copy. So it's if you're doing Facebook advertising and you're not doing A/B testing, then you should be doing. I'm just gonna say you should be doing A/B testing. You really should be doing it since it's so easy to do. We have a question here from Ria Kasunkad. Hi Ray, can you name some of your specific basic tasks as a digital marketer? So I guess you can just enumerate like what are different tasks that you do.
Content marketing, developing content, of course. Let's say writing content for the specific product, specific brand, a launch of a product. That's one, and then blogging about it. That's a different thing because some brands don't have the time or don't want your content to show up on their websites, but they just want you to blog about them, about their products. So that's another, blogging is another thing that I do. And events promotion, you promote stuff. I promote events. Promotion is one task that I do, either events, items, and then workshops, mga ganon. And since I manage teams then, I have a creative team. They're also helping clients come up with covers ng Facebook pages nila, image ng blog post nila, to make sure that it's important actually. You can do it on your own naman. The client can do it on his or her own. It's just that you need to put some thought into it din kasi. Kasi if you're promoting, kunwari, blog post, sa image lang, kung ano lang yung feel mo na image, ilalagay mo, anong feel mo lang na font ilalagay mo, or color ng font ilalagay mo. It actually has an impact dun sa, if you have a brand, na kung sa Facebook mo, ang dominant na colors dyan is, sa mga images mo is white, green, and orange. Tapos sa post mo magbabago. You might not see it, pero if you're creative kasi, I'm not a creative myself, pero from what I learned from my creative team is that if you parang masakit sa mata nila na parang nagbabago-bago, it needs to follow a certain parang flow dapat. Dapat may pina-follow kayong certain colors lang, dapat dominant colors is ito. Kasi ang impact niyan is, well, I'm sharing lang a few. Kasi may impact siya sa branding mo naman ng client mo or yours. So that's something that I do as well with my team then. And what else? Email or copywriting. We do that too. We have a client, local client, and we're doing copywriting for her, and articles then, case studies, yun. And managing, I also have, this year lang, I included in my service yung magmamanage ka ng digital marketing team, a small digital marketing team. Kasi from what I observed, talking to different local brands, gusto nila to have, minsan, it's good na, gusto ko, image lang, okay, can you do it for me? Pero since marami silang iniisip, ang naisip na, can you come up, every time I get this question, kapag ino-offer ko, you know what, I can do social media, you know what, I can do content marketing, I can do email marketing, influencer marketing, blogging, I can do these things. Sabi niya, actually parang gusto ko itong mga to, pero hindi ko naintindihan. Pero I know iba-ibang tao ang kailangan for these things. SEO, ganon. Is there a way that you can create a team for me, parang who can do that, all this stuff? Tapos, yung hindi naman mahal masyado. So, I included that in my service, in what I offer, na I will, in helping them freelancers, kaya ako kaya nabuo tong Saranggola Media, is I want to help, since I know I'm not an expert in everything. Actually, I'm not an expert. I don't know a lot or everything. So, I recognize naman the likes of Jason. I recognize the likes of Nick Siniego, sina Marvin, tsaka iba mga freelancers na are actually good in what they're doing. So, why not as well tap them, di ba, for certain projects. So, naisip ko siya as a service. So, that's one service that I would want to grow then this year, to manage a small but efficient na digital marketing team for small business owners, local. It will not be easy to deal with local business owners or local clients kasi nga for different reasons, a lot of reasons actually. Pero if they would pay off kasi, it's the industry is going to benefit from it eh. Diba? Yeah. Yung awareness na you can trust pala freelancers. You know what? It's this team composed of freelancers na galing sa community ni Jason, community ni Catherine Kimbao, or kaninong community, mga different freelancers doing different stuff in one team, managed in one team, can actually have helped me with my business. So they can recommend, paano mo nagawa yun? Ang dami mong ginagawa. I've heard this kasi from the client. Sabi na, you know what? Hire someone, hire a freelancer to actually help me out. So it will bring the confidence it will increase the confidence or trust ng mga local business owners dun sa freelancers. They're capable. You just need to figure out kung sino yung top mo. Di ba? Kung sino, anong skills ang top mo. So those are just a few.
Yeah, and that, what you're saying is, two things. Of course, that's different things you do, like create content, share content, create cover images, and so on. And like what I'd like to point out what you said about the local industry. I still see that there's a huge opportunity in the market. Of course, I don't want you to be improving my competitors because they don't know how to my own competitors, but so it's going to get more competitive. I don't want that to happen, but I do agree there's a huge opportunity in the market, and there's a huge opportunity for freelancers to serve local clients, which is what you're focusing on right now. So good job on that focus. There's a question here by Makmak. What do you offer on your email? I think this was in reference to the cold emails that you used to send clients before, yung 50 a day.
Which I don't do na. I don't do a lot na. Ang tanong niya is, ano yung format? Anong content ng context ng email?
Or parang anong binibenta mo? Or what were you doing pala sa email? Parang she's asking that.
Okay. Right now, instead of email pala, right now, pag nag-send out ako, either on LinkedIn or on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram actually works. Instagram, and not so much on Facebook. Sa email, not so much. So, prioritize ko siya, i-rank ko siya. I send more proposals or pitches sa LinkedIn, sa Instagram, and third na yung Facebook. Tapos yung email. I know powerful yung email, pero fourth siya sa akin. Kasi kung yung mga I don't check my email a lot. So I don't want to miss out the responses. But since I check LinkedIn, I check Facebook a lot. So I'm more positive. I'm positive that I will not miss the moment mag-reply yung lead ko. Diba? So para hindi ko siya ma-miss. Kasi sa email kasi, I make sure na I check it once in the morning and then check it again in the afternoon. What if nag-check siya or nag-send sa email ng lunchtime? Tapos ito yung replyan. Marami kayo. Diba? So miss opportunity mo yun. Pagbalik ko paggabi, ay wala na, may nakuha na ako. Nakuha ko na si Jason instead of ikaw. Diba? So parang wala ka na opportunity tuloy. Kung maganda sana yung offer mo, di ba? So, ang content lang doon is, ang ino-offer ko sinesend ko sa kanila, hindi agad yung services. These days, hindi kaagad yung services. Tinatanong ko kaagad sila na, this is for real, Natanong ko muna sila, I see, let's say, I see that you're into this type of business, that you've been managing this business for, let's say, a few years now, and I'm just curious, are you actively promoting this online? Or do you have is your marketing team active, aggressive in their marketing strategy, marketing tactics or marketing efforts online? I would like to, or have you experienced any, or do you see any opportunity where you can probably help me, I can probably consider like tapping freelancers or freelancers for certain tasks for your brand or for your business. I use freelancers, not just me, kasi to give them an idea na if you reply to me, there's a chance that I'm not the only one you'll be able to get. Or parang all-in-one ako. If you respond to me and if you're interested, posibleng hindi akong gagawa ng ang matatap mo. Posibleng my other network or others in my network.
Mga referrals, ganun.
Oo. So ang mangyayari, actually, yeah, hindi ako okay sa in-offer mo, okay na ako, pero meron ka bang ma-offer na SEO? Ako sabi ko, actually, yeah, I know a lot of people na nag-offer ng SEO. Nag-respond siya sa akin, di ba? Pero not getting my services. So I go to, let's say, for example, si Jason, nag-SEO pa siya, at saka magaling siyang mag-SEO. Kontakin ko siya, pre, meron akong inquiry dito, baka gusto mo to, available ka ba? Can you still get more clients? Sure. Hindi ko ini-insist na, Jason, bigyan mo ko ng cut ha. Pero si Jason, bahala na si Jason kung mahihiya siya or it's part of his, parang kung may referral program ba siyang existing, kukuha ko doon. Or I can benefit from it. Or if not, actually, it's na lang, parang, may favor ka kay Jason. I refer to you, di ba? Jason would now have like a relationship with me in that sense. I referred him to a client. Then kung meron siyang makuhang inquiry na hindi naman niya kakayanin or hindi niya forte, may isip niya, sino bang kakilala kung may ganito? Yung isang taong Bisaya din. O si Rey Baguio. O si offer niya sa akin. Bibigyan niya sa akin, di ba? So, building relationships pa rin. Engagement pa rin. And ang haba ng sagot ko. Sorry, pre.
Okay lang. But it's a good answer nonetheless. Well, we do have one more question here from Arnold. Do you do affiliate marketing? If you do, what can you share or review some campaigns that you had? So, do you do affiliate marketing?
I used to do affiliate marketing. That was 4 or 5 years ago. I started that. I did that.
Why did you stop?
I hate it, pre. I hate it. It's something, kasi sabi ko sa inyo dati na there are stuff or things that you do na you don't feel tired doing it. Affiliate marketing, hindi siya forte sa akin. I'm not saying that I'm closing my doors. Affiliate marketing siguro not the entire thing from the start to finish. Siguro I can help out in doing content, in promotion, in increasing awareness. That's related to affiliate marketing initiative. Pero affiliate marketing as an entire service, I don't do that na. Kasi it will eat up a lot of my time.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting siya kasi more sales to eh. Mga sales and yung ROI mo, yung metric mo, mostly related or parang around sales, diba? You can say na it's been effective if you are getting a lot of sales. That's what I gathered dati. Kasi with the clients na I did affiliate marketing for previously, lahat ng nagagawa mo, kahit na maraming clicks, maraming nagpunta, maraming engagement, maraming views sa mga ginawa mong efforts, pero if they don't see di mo yung quota ng sales or a certain amount ng benta, they will not look at it na you were very successful. So I didn't like it. Oh, it's that type of business kasi. So parang sales talaga yung anong pera pupunta sa bulsa nila. Pero hindi nila nakikita yung engagement, the opportunities na pwede nilang gawin. You know what? Go back to that, yung mga nag-respond, nag-click, nag-view, go back to them some other time and promote mo ulit in a different manner to make sure na they can this time consider buying it from you. They don't have, yung mga clients ko before, I'm not sure mga clients ngayon, they don't have the patience and to wait for that long eh. So ako naman parang okay, so disappoint ako parang so ganun lang, hindi parang short term lang talaga. Nakita ko short term ang goal nila. As long as may pera, hindi na babalikan. Yung mga nag-click lang hindi nakikita opportunity for as parang magandang success rate o parang ganon. So hindi ko siya natipuhan.
On my end naman, well, I don't really push affiliate marketing, pero I've done affiliate marketing more in sharing lang like products I know that work for me and work for other business owners or freelancers. Like for example, sa Payoneer, they're an affiliate partner of WFHR and WAP, but we don't really push it so much unless we see there's like an opportunity for the people, even though we believe in the product naman. It's not, because we refer it for those that will benefit from it naman. Same with, go ahead.
Sorry, pare. Pero actually, these days or past few months, I'm actually considering learning more about affiliate marketing for myself na, not for clients. Kasi I'm thinking of, producing siguro not products per se, but parang siyang programs or system that can help freelancers and local freelancers and local business owners. Parang parang pero not earning kagad, pero affiliate marketing nonetheless. So yun,
and it's
gusto ko matutunan.
Parang referrals lang. Like for me, it's more of referrals. Like I had a friend, fellow business owner, who was looking for like a landing page solution. I said, okay, this is what I'm using. Like I'm using lead pages for some of my landing pages, and I gave my affiliate link. So I earned some money from that. Pero the goal for me is more on referring a good product that I know to a friend of mine, rather than making money. So that's how I do affiliate marketing. So there's, I guess, we have one last question before we end our session today, because we're a bit over time, 10 to 11. Ang bilis kasi, ang bilis na. 10 to 11 you allocated, but it's almost 11:30. So let's answer this one question before we close up. And Huxley is asking, how this is a nice interview. Thank you. Is it worth it to do freelancing to local business? Because concern ko usually is their budget. As much as I want to help them, medyo haggard pinsan. So I guess you can answer that, Ray, with your experience with local businesses.
Haggard indeed. Haggard. Pero it really boils down to your goals talaga. Di ba, from the start, ano ba talagang gusto mong areas, tapos ano bang goal mo? Is it, I'm not sure if I shared it, is it to earn a lot, or is it to grow your brand and eventually still earn, grow your brand, and build that parang growing your network and yung mga brands na nagtitiwala sa'yo, your portfolio. If that's what you're going for, I can say na it's worth it. Kasi yung local business owners, kuripot sila. Kasi, una, ikaw din kuripot eh. Ako din kuripot eh. Diba? We are in this economy. Sa country natin, hindi maiiwasan yon. Magugulat ka kung siguro sa yung mga local brands na big time na, mga small business owners, pero what are the chances na kukunin kagad, di ba? We have big agencies na ngayon eh, advertising, digital marketing agencies, or mga malalaking agencies who are charging more, and yung mga big industries, big local companies, if they would want to get someone to do something for them, they would go for yung mga established na, yung kilalang-kilala na, and sometimes hindi na sila mag-aalinlangan kahit na malaki yung rate, kasi may mga overhead na yun eh. Pero this is actually a good opportunity for freelancers. Kasi una, wala masyado yung overhead. And even if you create, if you do quality service, and even if premium ibibigay mo, I'm pretty sure, I'm definitely sure na yung rate na itatag mo for these big brands is nothing compared to the big agencies na din. Now, going back, yung pag small business owners naman yung target mo, kuripot sila, pre. Kuripot sila, Huxley, right? Kuripot sila, and hindi ka, yung goal mo dapat, yung perspective mo dapat is not to earn a lot from them, but to gain a lot of, to build a lot of bridge, parang relationships with brands, and to gain a lot of testimonials or parang advocates ng brand mo mismo. Let's say, for example, digital marketing, simplifying digital marketing for local business owners. If meron akong 5 local business owners, let's say isa magtatako, yung isa hairdresser, yung isa may salon, tapos I do simple stuff for them. If magkaroon ako ng websites, people would actually be willing to give me like a testimonial. If mag-goal kang, if i-hit mo yung malaking fishes in the pond or the ocean, fish in the ocean na, let's say yung malaking business na, whether outside of the country or local din, pag tinatanong sa inyo, sino na bang natutulungan mo? Hindi ka nag-earn ng malaki doon sa 5 na natulungan mo, di ba? Hindi malaki magbigay. Pero pag nakita na sa website mo, sa portfolio mo na, itong 5 to, genuine yung mga testimonials na that you actually help them, o yung ginawa mo sa kanila is valuable, then that's 5 businesses na din. Kahit na magtatako lang yan, pero malaking tako, sa sago ba yan or sa ano, di ba? So, portfolio, building your own, daming taong natitiwala sa'yo. And if these people would every day, every now and then would mention you or would be happy to do a favor for you na to share your link, yung posts mo, yung services mo, your referrals mo, it will be worth it. You just need to have the right perspective. Kung isipin mo kagad nakita ka, it's not worth it, pre. It's not worth it. Tapos, mahihirapan ka. Tapos haggard. Haggard nga minsan. Actually, not minsan. All the time. Pero, if you look at the bigger picture, if it doesn't give you that parang hindi mawawala yung pagiging haggard mo, ibig sabihin, hindi tama yung perspective mo going there. So, wag kang pumunta sa i-stop mo pag-help mo sa local, pag-cater mo sa local business owners kung yung pagiging haggard mo hindi napupunan or na-erase ng mga magagandang nangyayari at nagagawa mo para sa mga kliyente mong local. Pag hindi siya, parang, it's not worth it. Hindi, parang haggard pa rin ako everyday. Stop. Hanap ka ng ibang hanap ka ibang kliyente na outsource. Nasa labas.
Like you said, it's about your priorities and building relationships are a huge factor in that. See, so that's it for our questions today. And as we close out, Ray, do you have any final advice that you'd like to give the freelancers before we end?
I'm not sure kung isa lang to, pero sa naisip ko isa lang. Be intentional with what you do. Nakaka-overwhelm, actually dalawa pala ata ibibigay ko. Nakaka-overwhelm ang social media and internet ngayon, online ngayon. Anong facing opportunities nakaka-overwhelm. There's a lot. Maraming nagreklamo, wala silang mahanap ng trabaho, wala silang mahanap ng kliyente, pag freelance, pumapalik na sa BPO or saan. Kasi overwhelming siya. Pero nandyan yung opportunities talaga. Just be intentional in your activities kung anong gagawin nyo para hindi ka maipsan naman yung pagiging overwhelming ng fact na marami kayong nag-freelance. At least yung ginagawa mo, alam mo saan paputungo. Every time you post something on Facebook, for example, make sure na meron kang purpose. You're not just ranting, you're not just sharing something out of nowhere because maganda yung picture. Make sure na ma-maximize mo every time. Let's say if you post a quote, an image quote na galing sa'yo, kung kailangan mo mag-CTA or call to action, if you wanted to go to your site right away, ilagay mo every opportunity that it can help build your brand or get you clients, do it. Kasi every time na, kung hindi nag-work, at least you did your best for that effort, diba? For that tactic. Kung nag-work, at least papachi-pachi, makikita mo na every time na ginagawa mo, intentional siya, matitest mo. Ito, effective. Ito, hindi. So, ma-filter mo na siya. That's first. Be intentional. And I'm not sure if Jason, I'm sure Jason, mayroon kang ibang approach to this or view on this. Ang nabasa ko kasi, may nabasa akong blue ocean strategy. Instead of competing, you actually make the competition irrelevant. Not because you're the best, but because yung competitors mo will not consider you. Actually, you will not have any competitors at all. Kunwari, iba yung sa kanya, VA bootcamp, and kung ano man yung pinopromote ni Jason, ano man yung brand ni Jason, actually, pwede ko siyang matulungan getting clients, pwede niya ako matulungan client, at the same time, I'm actually building my brand. Yung Blue Ocean strategy, sa pagkakakalap ko, you don't have to be the best sa industry, you just have to be the best you. Yung parang, if you're, yung ginagawa ni John Pagulayan, maraming, example na to, dami ko nang mention sa'yo dyan, ano na to, parang pag focus ka, copywriting yung gusto niya eh. And the way he does copywriting, for sure, hindi yan ginagawa ng ibang nagka-copywriting din. Diba? Mga email copywriting din. Know what you have, and then build on that, and do it the way you actually do it. Huwag mo sarili mo sa iba na para hindi ka maging competitor. Hindi mo ka maging competitor at hindi ka threat sa kanila as a competitor kasi iba yung approach mo. Kahit na pareho kayo may dalang kutsilyo, pero yung kutsilyo mo is para pang fillet lang naman, itong kutsilyo na para pang tatad ng mga lechon, hindi kayo kompetensya. Pero you can be the sharpest panghiwa ng lechon at saka sharpest na panghiwa ng fillet. Yung parang ganon. So eradicate or eliminate. Ganun.
Be the best you lang, even though not the best social media marketer, but be the best you. Focus on yourself and be intentional. So that's good. Some really good advice. Thank you once again, Ray, for taking the time to talk to our listeners and give some really good advice from your 7 years of experience. And yeah, we'll be in touch with you guys soon. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you.
And thanks everybody for watching. I'll talk to you soon.